Hey yo, how you guys doing? Do me a favor before we get started on this whole thing, right? Subscribe, like, or hate, and share this video. Um, we're trying to get our numbers up. Thank you very much, and enjoy this broadcast.
Yo, what's going on, folks? Xander J. Hobson here. The Brilliant Artist Movement, and this here is another segment of Hell for Loving News. Folks, I don't mind telling you, right? If you ever bumped into a fella on YouTube or in person by the name of George Macon, I don't mind telling you he's a friend of mine. You know, George Macon is a guy that I know from the gym, and he and I, we work out together frequently. A lot of times, I would hold the pads for him. I would train him with the boxing. And good guy, George Macon. George Macon was a former hellraiser, now reformed, and now he's going on to live a finer, better life. He's founded a program in Philadelphia called the Urban Nerds. And basically his program is to help young people, with primarily young black men, basically get it together. You know, George Macon preaching the importance of education and contributing to society in a manner that is positive. He's one of the guys who inspired me to start, doing my own YouTube channel. Very sharp guy. Although George is younger than me, I respect him for his intellect, and I think I might have appeared in maybe one or two of his videos. Not too long ago, when I say not too long ago, we talking about going on the last 60 days, I happened upon guys like Kevin Samuels, Oshay, Duke Jackson, Obsidian, and this whole manosphere nonsense. And immediately I got hooked on it, because a lot of that conversation that they have, I touch on it while on stage as a stand-up comedian. And, some of the things these guys say, okay, I'm right on, I could agree with it. But other things that they say is a crock of shit. And this is the stuff that, I tell jokes about. So I said all of that to say this. I was surprised when I saw a broadcast of my friend, George Macon, doing an interview with Oshay Duke Jackson, the HNIC of the manosphere space. And George Macon was having a discussion with Oshay about, some of the harsh views that Oshay and some of the other members of the manosphere had about Russell Wilson. And I believe he's hooked up with CIARA. Again, I don't know the details or even the names, because I never really followed this kind of stuff until recently. Well, the long story short was, it was a very great interview if you are the type of person who's interested in seeing and hearing an adult conversation. Because the bottom line was this: George Macon was telling Oshay Duke Jackson how irresponsible it was for Oshay and guys in the manosphere to attack someone like Russell Wilson for professing his love for his wife. Now, I'm not going to give the interview away. I'm going to put the link to the interview in my remarks section. You can check it out yourself. I'm not going to do that. Anything that I can tell you can all be said better if you just check out the interview and see my main man, Pots and Pans, George Macon, sitting on there telling Duke Oshay Jackson that, hey man, as men, this is not how men behave. We'll say this: as much as I wanted to have an audience with Oshay Duke Jackson or Kevin Samuels or any one of a number of other guys over in the manosphere who be putting out such toxic messages, I'm so glad that it was George Macon on there delivering the message. And the reason why I feel that George done it better than me, I'm not up on a lot of the current pop culture or hip hop scene, and a lot of that stuff that George said to Oshay, I wouldn't have been able to deliver the same message and to have as strong of an argument, because again, George Macon is about 10 years younger than me. He's up on all the current events when it comes to that hip hop scene. He knows a lot of the players. So in his interview with Oshay Duke Jackson, he was able to use some very good examples as to how irresponsible the guys in the manosphere was being, based on some examples that he pointed out. So again, I'm not going to even try to regurgitate any of the interview. Only thing that I'm going to say to you all is check out the link in the descriptions part of my video so you can see my main man George Macon straighten Oshay Duke Jackson and those clowns from the manosphere out. Hey, I'm done with it. Bam.